Darius, thank you. We're looking at ARK. Charles, Caterpillar. Ooh, love Caterpillar. Caterpillar is also a dividend king, and we're going to say no because I don't buy anything at the high. Sorry, I just don't buy at the high. There's 10,933 other companies. Why would I buy that one if it's at the top of the year? Derek, is this calendar on Thinkorswim? Yes, it is, Derek. What about SLI? We already looked at SLI earlier today. B. Dixon, how you doing? Bluggish, sir. Austin, oh, thank you. I'm gonna take that. Oh, check it out. Austin's in the house. Way to go, Austin. Alice, why is no dividends bad? I didn't say it was bad. I say I only like dividend stocks because there are two different kinds of companies, just two. You have the companies that pay a dividend, which is a portion of the profits that they give back to us. And then you have the other companies that take all the profits and put it back into the company for capital growth. So do you want growth or do you want income? That's the difference. So I'm not looking for growth. I'm 62. I'm looking for income. Okay? My Social Security doesn't work for me. Okay? I've worked for 5 decades. My first job was in 1974. So all the money I have has to give me a rate of return. And I'm not looking for this once a year bull crap, 4 or 5% for the year drop. No. I'm not looking for dividends that pay every quarter. No. I'm looking for weekly options that trade every single week. And the dividend stocks that I'm looking at are consistently profitable year after year after year after year. Okay, we already said it earlier today. There's 10,934 companies. 10,934 companies. And only half of them actually give out profits. I don't want growth. Okay, so about 5,500 companies have dividends, which means they're sharing their profits with the investors, and that's me. I'm an investor. I buy, I sell. Okay, so it's not that it's good or bad. It just depends on where are you in your life's journey. Okay, my life's journey at this point in time, my golden years, okay, I don't work anymore, which means I don't go punch a time clock and pick up a paycheck at the end of the week. I don't do that. I sit here and I trade the money that I do have. And no, I don't do day trading. I did that when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. Now it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day. That's it. So 5 or 10 minutes a day makes me 1% per week. Now, I know that's not going to be that exciting for a lot of you because you're just starting out. I keep moving this chair one side to the other. I can't get comfortable for some strange reason. So you got to figure out what part of the journey are you on? Where do you want to go next? Is this better than HYSA, high yield savings account? So Road Warrior, Cat, I don't know of any HYSA that pays over 30% or 40%. I don't know any. How much money do I need to start with to make an impact for rate of return? I can't answer that question because I know absolutely nothing about you. And that's my serious, honest question. So I have no idea. Now, do you live in a tent outside of town and your overhead's only $20 a week because you get most of your food for free and your cell phone is free and all your clothes are given to you? I have no idea at all your situation. Okay, do you need $500 income on a monthly basis, or do you need $5,000 on a monthly income basis? So just blurting out how much do I need to make an impact, well, you do realize that being in America, the opportunity you have is so huge, it's unbelievable, that most Americans don't even realize it. Okay, if you make Okay, you ready for this? If you make $34,000 a year, you are already richer than 80, I think it's like 70 or 80% of the planet. 34,000, this is the last time I checked. Okay, it wasn't that long ago. $34,000 a year. You are richer than more than 70 or 80% of the people on the planet. But 34,000 a year is the poverty level here in the US. But you're richer than everybody else on the planet. My apologies, wrong stock. Ford is at 4.75 dividend. How about Ford? What I meant is, what part of the Ford dividend dates does the stock usually go up? 2 weeks before the EX date. I thought I said that. Do you like, can you do AWK, American Waters? Yeah, we already did it. It was a no because it's a monthly, and I don't do monthlies. Somebody want to take a look at Ford? No. Sorry, don't get me wrong, I like Ford, I do, but Ford's hovering around the high of the year. I don't buy anything at the high of the year. I don't care what it is. Detroit Tiger. Please tell about Grand Terra Energy, GTE. GTE. Hell no. See, Detroit Tiger, you're on a plane of your own. It's like you're on your own path and you're not really paying attention. Because when I say I don't do monthly options, you weren't paying attention. When I say don't buy something unless you understand it, you should know if you're going to buy that, whether or not it has weekly or monthly options. Dr. Grips, I'm not going to even answer that question. I don't do politics. Movies and Candyman. NVO is perfect for your place. I actually have some NVO. Okay? Check it out. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're at 49.23. The 49s are going for 152. That's more than 1.5%. If you like NVO. Take a look. Your last 30 days. 64 drops to 44, jumps up to 49. Top, bottom, now it goes back up again. That's what stocks do. They go up until they're done, and then they go down until they're done. And then they just do the same pattern over and over again. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Okay. What did you think about IEP? Isn't IEP called Icons? IEP? Yeah, Icon Enterprises. Hell no, I don't do monthlies. Ford is a dead company. Well, I don't think so. They're doing rather well. Jaja, do you allow anyone to copy or shadow your portfolio? Absolutely. Now, I'm here. I'm not trying to sell anything. Okay, but he asked a question. Okay, Jaja, we have a morning trading group. People watch me trade 3 different accounts. You can copy if you like. And if you want me to take a look at yours, I'll take a look at yours and I'll point out things you may or may not have seen. And maybe you might learn something. But you got to figure out what that's worth for you, and are you willing to pay for that information? Now, I'm not trying to sell anything, okay? I'm just letting him know that, yeah, we do have that service. We're all adults here. We know how it works. Yeah, I got stuff for sale, but I'm not trying to sell anything. Go to the website, buy it. That's where it is. That's not why we're here. Road Warrior, sorry about your high yield savings account. Jockey Ma, hello. Big Yellow Bird. I forget that guy's name. Big Yellow Bird. BXSL. What the heck is that? BXSL. Hell no. I don't do monthlies. Tay, we already looked at Ford. It was a no. Jay Colson, Energy Transfer, no. Brett Lewis. We already did American Waterworks. Kevin, STZ. Wait. STZ. Hold on. Oh, I want to say Stellantis, but I don't think so. STZ. Shit. Constellation. Damn it. All right. I don't know everything. Sorry. Okay. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. Let's zoom into that a little closer. Up, down, up, down, up. So it's starting to go up from the bottom right here. 30-day high, 30-day bottom with the gap down. I love gap downs. Gap downs have a tendency to fill. That baby's going to come up and fill that spot right there. Is it going to do it this week? Is it going to do it next week? Do you even like this company? These are companies you should be asking. There should be questions you should be asking. Do I like this company? All right. In your opinion, what is the most important part of this strategy? Is it the 1%, the company history, the strike price? Where do people get this wrong often, James? They get it wrong usually by pressing the wrong button. I know it sounds childish, immature, and silly, but you, every one of you, will at some point in time press the wrong button. You know what else is a really obstacle? That's a good one. A real obstacle is greed, fear of missing out. Okay, the stock market's been around 400 years. It's going to be around 400 more years long after we're gone. There's always another trade. Always another trade. Okay? Now, the simplicity of it is consistency of profitability, preservation of capital. Steve wants to take a look at spaghetti. We looked at spaghetti last night. SPGI. Let's take a gander. What happened today? Top, bottom, was, is, down, up, down, up, down, up. 419 to 420, 790. Not quite 2%, but still a nice move. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, let's get rid of that. Covered call, here we go. The 420s right there. One contract, there we go. Here's the numbers. Here's what they look like. Buy one covered call spaghetti, 27 February, that's next Friday. The 420 call option, 860 is the profit, 41,000 is the investment. Let's see what the rate of return is. Amir's Gaming. Sit tight for a second, Amir. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Right now, we're going to take a look at, is this profit big enough for us? 860. We're going to divide it by 41,140. Comes to a grand total of 2%. So the question, do you like this company? But you ing more at Apple. But okay, whatever. Visa, VG, all right, do you, okay. Visa, VG, Mark Epstein, how are you today? But you ing more Apple. Okay, we'll take a look at buying more Apple. All right, Frederick, sit tight. We'll take a look at Apple in a minute. Yeah, I got it. Sit tight. So, 2%. Steve, give me a minute. All right, we got a couple more to look at. And holy cow, we got 2 minutes left. All right, let's check out this one. Clear that. Whoa, no, clear that. Oh, yeah, we're going to save this one. I think this is number 5 for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, number 5. One covered call, SPGI. I like to call it spaghetti because that's what it looks like to me. 27 February, the 420 call option. 860 the profit. 41,000 is the investment. 2% for the week. You're getting quick with the board. Yeah, thanks. Let's answer questions. We're basically done for the night. It's 11 o'clock. Just going to answer the rest of them, okay? Ford, I love Ford. I think we already looked at it and no today. Now, for me, it's a no. If you like Ford, you buy it, okay? But I don't give suggestions. I don't give recommendations. We already looked at Ford, and it was a no for me for this week. Amir's Gaming, eBay. Let's take a quick gander at eBay. 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 Bouncing up, nice. I'd give eBay a couple more days. It bottomed out yesterday. So yesterday was the bottom. I'm waiting for it to go back up just a little bit more. I'm going to write eBay for next week. eBay next week. All right. What if the company's stock is going up consistently? How do you know if it's at the high of the year? You don't. Okay, now, Lisa, it's a great idea if a stock just keeps going up, but never happen. Because people are greedy. When the stock starts to move up, people take profits. All right? Ford, we already did. Road Warrior, we already did that one. AWK, we already did that. Gaps tend to fill. Absolutely, Dago. Lisa, Gild. What is that? Gilead. Okay, no. Come on, Lisa. I was having hopes for you. I don't buy anything at the high. No. What would you do differently at 40? I would live in a tent, or I'd live under a rock, and I would just invest every single penny I made. Okay, if I was 40, I'd stop buying stupid shit. I'd bust my ass, work 2 jobs, and every single penny I didn't need to feed and clothe myself, I would invest. I'd be a lot quicker. Can you quickly break down the benefits of weekly dividend options? Jay Barnes, here's the thing. Okay, hold on. I'm new to your channel. How do I know if they do weekly? Can you do less than investment? I got to think of this question for a second. New to your channel. How do I know if they do weekly? Okay. Number one, to find out if they do weekly options, you go to, hold on, let's see if we can do this. All right. CBOE.com, Chicago Board of Options Exchange. They are the company that does all the options. Just go there and say, I'm looking for weekly options. Right in the search bar, CBOE.com, top left, top right-hand corner in the search, weekly optionable stocks. And it'll give you the list of everything that's weekly. Okay, Jay Barnes, can you quickly break down the benefits of weekly dividend options? All right, Jay Barnes, let me see if I can do this for you. You ready? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. 1% per week at the end of the year, that's over 50%. I love 50%. That's a quick breakdown for me. That GM tip was good. Okay, Ed, it wasn't a tip. It was an observation. I don't give tips. I don't give advice. Well, the only advice I give is, do paper trading and don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. All right, we're past 11 o'clock. I think I got almost all the questions done. What else do we have here? Dario, we'll take that one tomorrow. Okay, we already looked at Ford. Thank you there, Mr. Brett. Lenrock, thank you. Dirk the Jerk. Derek, KHC. Wait. Kraft Heinz. Yeah, love Kraft Heinz. But not today. Guess, metals are good. Yep. What is it called again? Dividend Stock Talk. No. Dividend Stock Talk. MVM Monthly. I don't do monthlies. Katiana Kim, how are you today? Katiana, isn't that like Eastern Europe? Kagdala? Spasiba? Niet? No? All right. Analysis just off vibes. Okay. City or country life? Country life, definitely. I just love watching the. I actually lived in a barn once. Seriously, lived in a barn. It was the most peaceful, most quiet. It was the most awesome part of my life. And it was about 5 or 6 years ago. I lived in a barn. They converted an old chicken coop. Now, you may think of a chicken coop as something small. No, 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 no. This thing had about 2,000 chickens in it back in the early 1900s. And then it was converted. So I lived in the chicken coop. It was the most peaceful, most quietest I've ever had, ever, anywhere. Except for when I was out in the water. Because when you're out in the water and you go so far out, you can't see land anymore, and you turn everything off, the silence is deafening. Seriously, it is. But anyway, country living, definitely. Mr. Market, 30 Delta. Okay, you do realize I know what that is, but why are you saying 30 Delta? What about you, or where about you from? Boston area, just south of Boston. All right, so what else do we have? RKT tomorrow. California Red. Take a look tomorrow. Matthew Cole, TOS, absolutely. Thriving, how are you doing? Lineman. I am a lineman for the county. And I drive. Rig. Okay, rig, maybe. SPY, hell no. SPY is not consistently profitable. Yep, I get it. I got you. Knox, John, what's happening? Town Man Mike. Oh, Toe Man Mike. Okay. Wealth Wrangler Web 3. How you doing? Thank you for that. Mickey's. It's an interesting way of spelling Mickey's. Thoughts on QQQ puts. All right, Mickey's, number one, I don't do puts, and I definitely don't do the Qs. I only do things that are consistently profitable. Qs are not consistently profitable. Marianne, how are you? Kevin, how are you? Jared, Mike Mattern, thank you. Harley, wait a minute, HD is Home Depot, dividend in March. Okay. You do realize they have a dividend every 90 days. So it would be, March would be the third month. Okay. Is this like shorting the stock? No, it's not. Ali, 1% weekly ROI. How? All right, Ali, you asked that question a little while ago, and I thought I answered it. I'm buying a good quality company, and I'm turning around and selling it for the same price I paid for it using what's called a covered call, only if the premium is more than 1% of the stock price. And I do it on a weekly basis, not a monthly basis. Is your strategy covered call and poor man's covered? No. No, no, no. Flywood, there's a huge difference between a covered call and a poor man's covered call. Okay, the covered call, you buy the stock, you own the stock, you collect the dividends. You decide if you want to sell it or not. Poor man's covered call, you're buying one option and you're selling another option. Okay, now don't get me wrong, when it works, it works. But when it doesn't work, it hurts. Okay, now the reason I say that, I had 3 of them this year go bad on me. Really bad. Let's keep on going. Norman and Kevin. How you doing, Norman and Kevin? Alexander. He's got those extra R's on there. Can we do a covered call on Robinhood? Yes, you can. Like you do on Thinkorswim. Absolutely. If so, can you explain? Okay, so Alexander, on Robinhood, it's a little bit different. So Robinhood, you got to buy the stock first. Then once you own the stock, you go back into Robinhood, and then you sell an option against the position you just got. So yeah, you can do it on Robinhood, and I do have a Robinhood account. And by the way, we are going to be setting up another channel that's going to do Dividend Capturing and Dividend Capturing 2.0 on Robinhood. And then we'll actually do a live account. It'll be my grandson's account and a couple of my children's accounts, so you can see the difference between a grandchild's account, which would be nickels, dimes, and quarters on a weekly basis, as opposed to a young adult or maybe $50 a week type scenario. What happens if it doesn't reach 108 Friday? So Knox 172, I'm not 100% sure which stock you're talking about because we covered so many different ones. But we'll be back again tomorrow. Patrick, how you doing? Farmer Dan, nice to see you again, Farmer Dan. Carlito, what's happening? Bob the Gambler. Oh, it's really not 3.2. It's more than a week. You base things on a week. Yeah, Bob, I get that. Thank you. Deo Rodriguez, okay. Okay, Rieslington, Kalar tomorrow. Sergio, VT tomorrow. The Way, 347. Wendy's is a monthly. I don't do monthlies, weeklies only. Kevo, Enron, smart ass. Kevo, I know what you're getting at. Sherry, how you doing? Dabo, 173, how you doing? Oh, sorry, 1973. Options been kicking my behind. So Stallion, I'd like to see, are you buying options? Are you selling options? Now, I'm an option seller. I'm not an option buyer. Okay. OG Ice King. Any known trading methods you recommend researching for day trading? If not only rock hard market analysis tip to pay attention to across any platform. I'm going to say no, I don't do day trading. And the advice I would give you on day trading wouldn't be as good as someone who is a professional day trader. I'm not, so I really can't help you out with that one. Okay, we're almost done. I got a few more to look at. Tish! Need a combo strategy so I won't be a degenerate gambler with only options. Okay, Tish, you do know that covered calls are one of the safest trading strategies there is. You buy the stock, you sell the option. That's all. David Park, 60%. Yep, I think one account we made 68% last year. Can you just buy the stock and then sell it? Yeah, you can. But you got to wait for the stock to move. And who knows how long it's going to move and when are you going to exit? Because once the stock starts moving up, look at this right here. See, buy ball. Okay, if I buy the stock down here at 120 and it slowly goes up, 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 at what point do you jump out? Because you never know where the top's going to be. So, and then, look at this. January, and it went all the way into February. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks. So I'm holding it for 7 weeks. No profit. So I don't buy anything without selling a covered call against it because it's defeating the purpose of what I'm doing. I'm looking for a consistent profit on a weekly basis. The only way you're going to get consistent profit on a weekly basis is 2 ways. One, buy and sell something that trades on a weekly basis, weekly options. Or pay attention to this stupid thing all day. And I don't do day trading and I don't sit in front of my computer all day. So that's going to be a no also. And I am out of here. So I'm out here. I think that's it. Dave Park, 60%. Yep. Trey, 60%. What kind of math is 9? Oh, 9, 60% of 24. Okay, let's do it. Was I wrong? Was I incorrect? 9 divide 24. Oh, you're right. I was wrong. It's like 37%. Okay, 37%. Sorry about that, Dave. Solrak, Equar, Strength C, Carrie, good evening. Ruby, Connor, Dino, Superman, Hewlett Packard, we already looked at, Radman, Dog. What is the difference between a covered call and a regular call? I mean, besides the fact that one's covered and one's not? I mean, besides that. Okay, hold on. Wow, where the heck is it? Okay, right there, Dog. The difference between a covered call and a regular call, here's the thing. A covered call is a two-part system. You buy the stock, you sell the option. The nice thing about a covered call is if I'm doing a covered call with a dividend stock, I'm collecting the dividend. Okay? When I sell the call, I'm collecting the premium. Now, a regular call, you're just buying or selling the option, and that expires. In a call option, you don't collect dividends. So you got to figure out what strategy you want and what is it you're looking to collect. Okay? So I'm not looking to buy and sell options. I'm looking to do covered calls because they're safer. I'm looking for safety. All right, what else do we have here? Smart Sean, what considerations are you giving to determine whether you like this company? Okay, so Sean, when I say you gotta like the company, I already know which companies I like. The Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, anything on Warren Buffett's list. Those are the companies I like. It's about 300 of them. Okay? When I say you gotta like the company, do you offer classes to learn more to choose the best stocks for yourself? Absolutely, Natasha. And how are you this evening? Nice to see you. Utilico. All right, Kevin. LVS, yes. MOS, yes. I like both of those. Utilico, explain why you do a rollover, how it works, and what are the advantages. Uh-oh. Makes it easier to own. I guess I like it. Okay, Super Steve, I'm not quite sure what that goes with because I'm assuming that goes with another comment you made. All right, so Utilico, explain why a rollover. Okay, so here's the thing. Well, let's find a better one than this. Let's take a look at Macy's for a second. Macy's at $22.77. If I buy the stock $22.77, sell the 23s, if the stock goes up, great. But here's the thing: on Thursday and Friday, I take a look at the possibility of holding on a position and rolling it into the next week. How does a roll work? Well, a roll works by buying the old option and selling the new option for an additional amount of money. So does it make sense? Is the market maker offering me more money? So it's easier when you see it rather than me trying to explain it. When do you purchase the stock? Usually first thing in the morning. Just before I buy it first thing in the morning. Can you please explain the date that you mentioned? Oh, the EX date. The EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. That's it. Okay, you have dividend stocks and you have non-dividend stocks. Well, when do they pay their dividend? Well, they pay their dividend predictably every single year. And there's 4 dates. Date 1 is the announcement date, where they announce and they tell you exactly what they're going to do. And as time passes, along comes date number 2, the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. What happens then? The clock keeps running. Along comes date number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is the person getting the dividend. The clock keeps ticking, and along comes date number 4, the payment. The payment date when you actually get your money. All right, we're done. You guys have a great night, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. Duggo. So if the price of the option is 50, that would be $50. And if it was 1, it would be $100. Absolutely, Duggo. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll do this again in the morning. It's so cool listening all these smart guys on YouTube and hear a lot of them say the same things. A lot of buy futures, they buy in the morning, etc. Automatic Maven, I have no idea what that means, but thank you for your comments. You guys have a great day, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. All right. And bye for you guys. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.